Welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone's having a great day. Are you ready to decorate your Christmas tree? Are you having a little bit of trouble with a bow? Well, I have a perfect Christmas tree bow topper tutorial for you. They're simple to make. This large bow would also look great on a wreath, a garland, or any craft project that you're working on and need a large, beautiful bow. I do have a Christmas tree up and decorated, but it's a small one. It's the Grinch tree that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and it's only around 4 feet tall, so I didn't need a bow this big for that tree, but I'll link that tutorial if you'd like to see how I decorated my Grinch tree from Hobby Lobby. For this bow, you're going to need some 1.5-inch width ribbon with wire. You're going to need some 5-inch width ribbon with wire. And you're also going to need some 2.5-inch width ribbon with wire. Make sure that you choose ribbon with wire because your loops will stand up, your bow will hold its shape better, and it's just easier to work with. You're also going to need your scissors, a zip tie, and some floral wire for this bow tutorial. For this bow, I'm going to start with my 5-inch width ribbon with wire first. So I'm going to let out a long tail to stream down the sides of my Christmas tree, pinch it together. Now I'm going to let out more ribbon and make a loop, pinch it together, just add it to my left hand. And this is probably about an 8 or 9-inch loop. Let out some more ribbon, make another loop the same size as your first loop. Now this is a big bow. Check to make sure your loops are the same size on each side. And this ribbon came from Sam's Club. Let out some more ribbon. Make another loop the same size as your first loop. The key to making beautiful bows is making sure that your loops are the same size on each side. And also good quality ribbon definitely helps. So I'm making 2 loops on the left and 2 loops on the right, and just keep it held in your left hand or your right hand, whichever one you're more comfortable using. Then let out a long tail to go down your Christmas tree. Okay, keep it pinched in your hand, and I know it's a lot to hold. Next, I'm using the You're a Mean One ribbon, and it's the 2.5-inch width ribbon with wire. So I let out a long tail, have it placed directly on top of the 5-inch ribbon. Now I'm going to make a loop, and I'm not going to be making my loops quite as large as I did with the first color. This is about a 7-inch loop. Sometimes you have to twist the ribbon a half turn when you have a design to keep the design on top and showing. So just check to make sure you're making your loops the same size. So about 7-inch loops with You're a Mean One ribbon, and this ribbon is 2.5-inch width ribbon with wire. I ordered it online from Craft Outlet. So 2 loops on the left, 2 loops on the right with this pretty ribbon. And notice I had to do a half turn because the print was not going to show if I didn't do that half twist with the ribbon to keep the design on top. Now I'm letting out a long tail. My kids and I love watching the Grinch movie every Christmas. You'll have to let me know if you've seen that movie or not. Okay, so now we're going to be using the 1.5-inch width ribbon with wire. So I'm letting out a long tail or streamers to go down my tree. And this ribbon came from Sam's Club. So I'm also making 7-inch loops with the red ribbon. And I'm going to do 3 loops on the left and 3 loops on the right with this solid red ribbon. The reason I'm doing 3 loops on the left and 3 loops on the right with this size ribbon is that way I have a loop to go at the top and a loop to go at the bottom. Just make sure you're making your loops the same size each time. And I have lots of bow tutorials and Christmas tree bow topper tutorials on my YouTube channel. I can link a playlist for you in the description box if you'd like to check that out, because there's lots of different ways to make bows, and I'm going to be making some more this Christmas too. So look forward to seeing those too. Now that I have my bow the size I want, I'm going to take a zip tie, wrap it nice and tight around the center of my bow. Make sure you get your zip tie nice and tight. And then what I'm going to do with the floral wire is I'm going to thread the floral wire underneath that zip tie. That way I can easily attach the bow to the top of my Christmas tree or whatever craft project I'm working on. Now I'm dovetailing the ends, so you'll want to do that or either cut them at a slant. So fold your tail in half with the edges to the left side. Go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. It just kind of dresses up your bow, so make sure you do all of your tails, and then we'll be ready to fluff our loops of our bow. I like to take my hand and stick my hand in each loop and open up each loop. So I'll start with the 5-inch ribbon, open up all of the loops. Now I'm working on my 2.5-inch width ribbon, opening up all 4 loops, and then now I'm going to do the 1.5-inch width ribbon, and now I have 6 loops. So I'm going to make sure when I open them up that I put 1 at the top and then 1 at the bottom. So notice how I'm placing the loops with the solid red 1.5-inch width ribbon. Also, if you want to add more streamers to go down your Christmas tree, you could cut long strips of ribbon, pinch it in the center, and then add it to the back right before you add your zip tie. Okay guys, you'll have to let me know, what do you think of this large Christmas tree bow topper? Do you like using the 3 different sizes of ribbon? There are so many different ways you can use these large bows. They would be perfect on a front porch, like on a railing. They're perfect when you do a lantern swag. So lots of different ways to use these big bows. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this bow. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share this tutorial with a friend, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. It is free to subscribe. I share lots of budget-friendly DIYs, shop with me videos, shopping hauls, and decorating videos. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you guys that always leave the sweetest comments on my tutorials. I really appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas.